So I just wanted to bring you guys together. So that's John Hallett. Am I saying that right? You're the you're the you're the Florida Coach of the Year 2015, something like that. Is that right? Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. And then this, I have Quinn here, and I thought we would just watch this video together and just kind of watch what happened and why he got the scores that he did, what he did good, and what he did bad. That's all. That's all I really
Oh,
wanted to do. It's just
yeah.
okay. Hey Quinn, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's play this thing. Let's make sure this thing's working for you. Okay, so right there we have Colson, Maddox, Quinn, Bowden, and Levi. Levi,
Yep.
the one on the right over here. This guy, he won the all around. So he had a strong day, didn't he, John? I mean, that guy was really,
Yeah.
yeah, he had a good day.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's good analyzing the details,
yeah.
Yeah.
that's
Okay. First your turn.
So here's the P bars. You
all
gotta,
right. So
you gotta
one 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 see his back, his legs, he's bending his legs and separating them a little bit on both swings.
on the
Yeah.
swings
So I'm taking like 4/10 on that.
on where, like right there, on the,
Yeah, like 2/10 on back swings. Sometimes they might take three.
yeah,
That one looks kind of like three. It's kind of hard to see on video, but it's
yeah.
easier. But 2 to 3/10 on each back swing
Okay,
because he's not hollow, and he's also not. So they could take, for the positions. I didn't realize how arched they were. Like he was telling me, yeah, they don't have good positions in back, so they're probably taking a couple tenths, 3/10 for the arch because he should be hollow. But I can't tell if that's the finished position or not. And
yeah.
then 1 and 1 for the. So it could be anywhere from 3 to 5/10 for each swing. And if I was seeing it in fast motion, I could tell you, yeah. So the front swing there's pretty good. That's
Yeah.
a little loose there, but then the back swing, you're, yeah. So probably 4/10 there, and then a little bit there, 1 and 1, a little loose legs, 5/6, and then you're going to lose 5 for that because your legs are almost completely bent. So that's 1 1, and then one there, 1.2, and then one for not going high enough, and one for bent legs.
What, that bent
So
leg right there?
yeah, and then he's
Yeah.
also should be straight up. He should be straight up, and he's not quite straight up.
So, so I was curious when he lands on the bar coming up.
Uh
Is
huh.
that that position? Let's see. Is it coming? Let's see. Right when he spreads his legs and pulls up on the bar. Right.
Yeah. Okay. You're right.
Yeah. When he's
That's okay, but just a little bit loose. So you're going to lose a tenth for being loose.
that.
Right there, that's 5/10 off. That's a large deduction when you bend your legs that much. And he should be up already. So they're going to take another 5/10 for not getting to a support. So he's like climbing up. So
Okay.
that he's going to lose a point on that front.
Hmm.
Now, if it was fast motion, I could see it a little better because I could see if he started to go up. But really, you can when you freeze it there, you can tell he should be all the way up when his legs hit the bar. His arms should be straight.
Okay. His arm should be straight.
His arms should be completely straight when his legs hit the bar. So he should be popping up.
Oh.
So eventually, we want to do it without straddling.
Right.
We've been,
Right.
John's behind you, very interested.
but you still have to get up before your legs hit. So when your legs hit, you can kind of push up the last bit. You
Okay.
know,
Yeah.
but
Also,
he's not up at all. I would take 5 for the legs and 5 for not even getting up. See, so then he pushes up. So it's too late.
It's too late. Okay.
So that's probably like 1.6 there, and then 1001, 1002. He held it good. So he didn't get a whole deduction. And then 2/10 on that one, and then a tenth for the arch, another tenth for the arch. And then he's going to lose 3/10 for not going to the handstand, and then he's going to lose a couple tenths for the position of his legs because they're apart and bent.
Okay.
So I would have like, I don't know, 2 point, maybe 2.4 off the whole thing.
Okay. So do you think that score's a little low, or high, or accurate?
Well, he has a 9.5 start. I didn't see if he stuck his landing or not.
Oh yeah. Okay. Hey Quinn, do you have any questions about that? About this P-bar routine?
No.
No. Okay.
So 2.4 would be a 9.2, and if he took a step, that's the other 3/10.
Okay.
See what I mean? So
All right, here we are to the high bar, 8.5. He got fourth place here.
this is pretty good. So barely got a tenth off on that. His legs barely came apart. And then his cast is low, so that's 3/10. And then his feet crossed there, so that's a tenth. And then possibly a tenth for not being straight. He's a little bit piked. So, and this guy was a little bit easier, but so 1-1, 1-1. If I'm judging it, 1 on the half turn, 1 on there. The kip, he's still going to get 5/10 for me spotting him, but he's also going to get 3/10 for not going up with straight arms. Because I can get him up there, but if he bends his arms, he's still going to get that deduction.
Okay.
So he lost 8/10 on the kip if I was judging. Probably about 1.5. And that he's stopping, so he's 3/10 for the stop. If they don't give him the bonus, it's 5/10 because he's got to keep that moving. And he does kind of keep it moving, but he's got a rhythm deduction. So I would take 3 and 3 on that. And his swings aren't too bad. I would take maybe 2/10 on each swing, 2, 4, 6. And then
any deductions for no flyaway?
No deductions. He just doesn't get the 5/10 bonus.
The 5/10 bonus, okay.
So he has one bonus. He has the pullover, but he's getting 6/10 off on it right now.
Okay.
I hope it'll get better when he does it with good form and he doesn't have that hesitation, that rhythm deduction where he pauses.
Yeah.
If you watch a few of the other guys, they'll keep it moving a little better.
Hey,
so,
Quinn, you have any questions for Coach about this? About the high bar?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Not exactly, no.
5 and 8 was 1-3, and then a couple tenths on that, so 1-5. There's a 10-0 start, 8-5.
Yeah.
So that one was pretty close. If I'm judging it not on video, I'll probably find 3 or 4 more tenths off. But this guy told me he's judging live. The guy that was on high bar.
Yeah.
Because he can judge harder. Like we'll judge college together or something, and we'll hit more of it. So that was pretty accurate score.
What'd you think about the high bar, Quinn?
I was surprised when I got fourth place.
Oh yeah, you thought you did better or worse?
Worse.
Worse. Okay.
Well, I really like your positions on the swings, and I really like how the beginning of your routine, the back hip circle underswing, it looks really good. You're only losing a couple tenths on that part. It's just that you got to just keep your legs a little bit tighter, but they're much tighter than they were in the beginning of the year. So big improvement.
Okay, we're moving on to the floor. Hey, Quinn, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
You ready to watch? Okay. Tell what you think.
Pointed toes and open legs.
Yeah, so 1 and 1. You're exactly right. And then 1/10 for the rhythm error on that cartwheel. So that's 3. And then the flex feet on that and not go into handstand. So you're going to lose 3 for the angle because the angle has to go to handstand. And you're at 45 degrees below. See what I mean? Well, maybe not. You're a little bit.
And my feet.
So what I would do is I would take, if I was judging it, I would take 1 for the angle, 1 for the flex feet, and 1 for maybe the loose feet when you hit the ground. You know what I mean? So 3/10 on that skill. That was you did that part good, and you have really nice presentation. So I wouldn't take anything there. And then the other guys didn't do the press with good rhythm like he did and didn't pause for a second. So they didn't get the bonus on the press there. I had 2/10 off and gave him the bonus. And right there, you're going to lose one for the legs apart, one for your foot popping up, and probably one for the flex foot. But normally when you land that good, that standing up like that, the judge just takes 2/10 because it's a little better than the guys landing in a squat. So that it was, you were trying to hold the handstand, so I understand why it happens, because you don't want to just fall over, kick and fall over, but you're almost better trying to just do the tightest kick, and then you see your son. So you had 5 for the
open.
Now I used to take a point for the fall because they kick up and fall the wrong way. But I started judging with these guys, and they're like, well, I only take 5/10 because he didn't crash. You know what I mean? He kicked up and fell the wrong way. So we take 5 on that, and then we take, 1 and 1 for the form, flex feet, legs apart, and then 1 and 1 on the Sassone for the flex feet and the bent knees.
Right.
The little leap to the corner. Now, if you're doing ballet, you should be able to do that without a deduction. You know what I mean? And you're flexible, where Levi has no flexibility, and he actually did it really well and got the virtuosity. Just because he knows how to straighten his legs. Not because he's, you're flexible, so we should be able to get that one. Especially if your ballet teacher works with it.
Here we go, Quinn.
Hey, Bentley.
What'd you think, Quinn?
Wait, pause it. There.
Okay, go do it again. Now,
Open legs.
Mm-hmm.
Bent arms. I think bended legs.
So they could really crush you on that. I mean, you could find a point in that, but most judges don't do that. They'll take a couple tenths on the round off and maybe 3/10 on the back handspring. Maybe more because of the bent arms. But if you look at your round off, when you reach to the side of your foot, it's going to make everything a problem. So watch your hands, how you reach to the side. See that? And you're also reaching down by your foot. So when you reach down by your foot, it's going to make your round off not be able to turn over, and you're not going to do a nice stretch back handspring with straight arms.
Okay.
We got to get you to reach out in front like you do on your front handspring. Because when I do a round off, it feels like I'm doing a front handspring that turns at the top.
Okay.
And that'll help a lot. And I've seen you do that. Like when you did the drills that day, you were doing really good round-offs.
Okay.
Sometimes you get in a hurry at the end of your routine and you're like, oh, I want to get it done. So I reach down to the side and down by my foot. And if you reach out in front and straight, that'll help a lot. So the round-up back handspring will definitely get better.
Really thought I would place on this one.
Yeah, I really thought you would too. I was surprised here in the Pommel that it was a 9.5 and you didn't even place.
Well, there must have been a lot of guys that did the bonus. And that,
yeah.
But yeah, his routine was really clean because he only has a 10.2 start. So he only lost a 10th on every circle for not being straight leg or not being stretched enough.
I think it was not straight legs.
Okay. And you're pretty stretched. You could be more, though. Because if you're touching the mushroom, it's a 10th every time you touch it. And it's a 10th every time you bend your legs and flex your feet. Let's see. Didn't touch
legs.
Yeah, just bent legs and flex feet unopen all the way across. You see what I mean? So most are going to take 2 on each one. And if you do 5 of them, that'd be a point. But what he probably did was he gave you the virtuosity for the first one being stretched, which is 3/10. So he had you at a 10-5 start. And then he took a point off. In fact, he did that today with 2 people. He did it with two people in our rotation. One of them was from Hayden's and one was Samuel. And he only gave 3/10 bonus for two people for being stretched enough. So since your circles are real stretched and you're not touching your legs on it, you got the 3/10 virtuosity on just the very first circle. So it's almost like a 5/10 bonus, but it's 3/10. So I had a point off on it, and I had a 10-5 start. So you got a 9-5.
Yeah.
So if you could do that with straight legs like you did a few weeks ago when we were at a meet, they were much straighter, you would have probably got a 10.
So here we go in the rings. I didn't put it in the video, but he got 4th place on this.
Okay.
He did 4th. So what do you
That's
think?
great.
How do you feel you did on the rings, Quinn?
I think I did pretty good.
Yeah.
He's getting stronger. You can tell when he does that back lever.
I tried to hold it.
I like the way you jump up with your legs super tight. Now you see the rings right there? That's like 3/10 for turning in. They're supposed to turn out, actually.
What? What do you say? What? Wait.
The rings, they should be facing a little bit more than straight ahead, like out the opposite direction they're in. Right now they're facing in,
So
and his elbows
they're
little
going
down.
like this, and they need to be out like that.
Yeah, they should be out, and they should also not be touching your body.
What? Did you ever know that, Quinn?
Yeah,
I can
did.
check it
Oh,
with him,
you
yeah.
did.
Yeah, we work on it there.
He knows. Okay, I never knew.
So, and then a 10th for the pike body. So 4/10 there. Now again, you're going to have the 3/10 for the rings turned in, and then you're going to have a little bit in form. So that's 8/10, but you got the bonus for the L.
Yep.
So you're at a 10-0 there, start value. And then
So this is interesting to me,
1,001.
right? He's not parallel to the ground.
No, but it's pretty close.
Does he have to be parallel, or can he
Yeah.
be at an angle?
Yeah, but he's pretty close. So I would take a 10th off for the height because he's only 15 degrees from parallel. He's not way up. He's probably like 15 degrees from being straight out.
Okay.
If he's 30, it's 3/10. If he's 15, it's 1/10.
Oh.
But I think his problem was more the hold. If we see it in 1001, see what I mean? He's got to hold it 2 seconds.
Okay.
So that was 3/10 off for not holding it 2 seconds. So when he stops, 1001, see?
Too short.
And then, yeah, short hold, yep. And then there, the bent knees, 1 and 1. And then this pullout was pretty good. Barely bent your knees at all. And then the swings look nice. And then pretty good flyaway. If we could stick it, that would be 5/10 higher.
And I'm so amazed because he used to be able to do the flyaway on the high bar, but he still does the flyaway pretty good on the rings. So somehow it's not
Because
translating, right?
Rings, you're not going to hit the bar. You're not going to hit the rings because you throw the rings out to the side. High bar, you can't throw the rings. You have to just let go with your body extended.
Yeah.
And it's scary when you tuck because it feels like you're pulling into the bar.
Okay.
Right? Is that right, Quinn?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what your thoughts are on it?
Yeah. What do you think of the rings?
I thought I.
Here. Let's watch it with your comments, Quinn. You ready? Here we go.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll let you talk.
So I felt pretty good on the L, holding it the 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I would get virtuosity on the skin the cat on. You'll see later on.
Let's see. Let's see if you hang your feet. Yeah, you're definitely going to get the virtuosity for that. That's probably your best part of the routine. Your swings are really good. Now, if you don't rise on the back flip, it's 3/10 off. So he didn't really rise. That's kind of hard to do. Not many level 4s rise on the back flip. So it says in the routine, right next to rings, it says no rise on back flip is minus 0.3. So you're going to lose that 3/10 because you got to pull your body up. You're actually allowed to bend your arms and pull up like a pull-up and then throw the rings so you go up. And then the stick is important on everything because everybody that takes a step is going to be 5/10 lower than somebody that sticks it. You get 2/10 for the stick and you get a 3/10 deduction for taking the step. So sticking is super important.
So here we are in the vault. He actually had a better vault on his practice run than the actual judged run.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what'd you think about this, Quinn? About this run?
Oh, yeah, I remember too. His practice run was great.
That mat was my worst enemy.
Oh, you don't like landing on that hard mat, huh?
No, did not.
Yeah, the problem is all the mats are going to be hard. One thing we can do that we did with the level 3s is we can put a sting mat on there. And that softens it a little bit. And that's what the optional guys like too, like Omar and Ilya. They like us, especially Ilya. He loves the sting mat because it's like an extra little cushion on top.
Okay.
It's like a little bit of a pit pillow on, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, but your warm-up, you're right. Your last warm-up was really good. And then this one, your timing is a little off. See how far you're leaning forward?
Yeah.
When you hit the board like that, you automatically lose 3/10. See how he's looking at you? He's seeing, okay, if he gets his feet in front of him, he gets 1/10 bonus. If he has his feet behind him, he gets 3/10 off by how you hit the board.
Wow.
So he's looking for that position right now. And when you leave the board, if you leave the board leaning forward instead of bouncing up, then you lose another 3/10 for not going up.
Okay.
So see how when you leave the board, how you're going way out instead of up?
Mhm.
And then you tuck tight, but your knee should be on your chest right now, right?
Yeah.
And then you should be kicking your feet down and lifting your chest up. And you did that part, but you just weren't high as you normally are. So that's why you fell. So you actually tried to open, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
It's just that if you would have hit the position you wanted to, you would have been fine opening like that. Remember, like you did in practice?
Yeah.
And the other thing is opening with pointed toes and legs together is really hard. Not many people do that. But that's a really good thing. That's really good because that'll help you. Because if I'm judging them, those judges were pretty much right on.
Yeah.
The only one that might be a little hard was the parallel bar guy.
Yeah.
But he's hard on everybody, so it still ends up being consistent. It's just that you go from one meet parallel bar guy judging easy and the other one judging hard. You don't know really where you end up. You know what I mean? You're somewhere in the middle.
You have any final thoughts for Coach Quinn?
Uh.
We got another competition coming up.
Yes, that is true.
That's true. Is there any?
You want to try to get some more bonuses, or do you want to try to just get the stuff you're doing now really good?
And stuff I'm doing right now. Pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to get that kip, right?
Yeah.
The kip
And then
and a
The
pirouette.
free hip. The free hip's not a hard one. The free hip, you could get the bonus. That really isn't hard. Most people, and it's not scary like the flyaway.
Yeah.
So I think we could work some of the bonuses, but just try to get all the skills, like the full pirouette. That's a bonus you could get. And you could concentrate on the routines you like the best. Like if you get the muscle up or you get the full pirouette, you'll have the 2 back handsprings. So you might want to get 1 or 2 events where you get all the bonuses, and that way you have a better chance at the state championship of getting an award on those. Because then you're against everybody in the whole state. And that's in 2 months.
Yeah. So our next one is in Kissimmee, right? We have a big one here, and it looks like
Yeah, Wide World of Sports.
it's going to be a big one.
And it's really far from your house.
Yeah, it's really fun. Well, John,
But yeah, I'm looking forward to that presidential meet. I think it'll be really, really
yeah,
fun.
I agree. But John, I just thank you for your time and
Oh, no problem.
doing this with Quinn. Thank you so much. And
Yeah, I hope it helps.
I'll see you on Monday.
Okay, take
All
care.
right, bye.
Bye.